I'm Kimberlie Clyma, editor of Pet Food Processing magazine, and today on Processor Perspective, I'm speaking with Maarten Moog, the CEO of Saturn Petcare, a private label wet pet food manufacturer with U.S. manufacturing operations in Terre Haute, Indiana. You can read more about Saturn Petcare in our July-August issue of Pet Food Processing magazine. Thank you for speaking with me today, Maarten.
Well, thank you very much for inviting me, and I'm very excited about this opportunity to share a few information and details about Saturn.
Great. So let's start with a little background. Tell me about Saturn Pet Care's European roots and your parent company, Haristo's decision to bring manufacturing to the United States.
Uh, my pleasure. Heristo is a privately held company and traditionally is based on human food. The Briskin family that has built this business ventured into the pet food business in the 70s in Europe and established a tremendous successful business. In fact, they are today the largest private label wet pet food manufacturer in Europe. And the demand in the marketplace and the potential of the US market for pet food has enabled us to make this decision to come to the US with a manufacturing facility.
So when you opened your facility in Terre Haute, the original strategy was to leverage your European expertise in R&D and innovation, but then you decided to build an independent US organization. How did that decision come to be?
Yeah, great question. Of course, we have a tremendous pool of resources and knowledge and experience in our vast team in Europe. And we utilized that and based our initial concepts and recipes and formulations on that knowledge. But we came to the conclusion very quickly that the specific demands of the US market and more importantly, our US customers was quite unique and yet different from our European conditions. So that's why we established our own R&D team that is quite elaborate these days and very important for our product development and speed to market.
Okay. So a plan to double the capacity was approved less than a year after production began in Terre Haute. So what gave Saturn the confidence to make such a significant investment in the operation so early on?
Well, as you can imagine, as a privately funded company, we wanted to walk before we run. And we went a bit conservative into our business planning. Yet the success of our product and the market conditions were so overwhelmingly positive that within the 12 months of commercialization of our plant, we had to make the decision to double our capacity.
Sustainability is clearly a differentiator for Saturn Pet Care, particularly with your commitment to the aluminum packaging, which is very common in Europe, but not quite as common here in the United States. So how do you see sustainability evolving for Saturn over the next few years?
Yeah, and it's not just for Saturn, it's really for the US market. Uh, Quite frankly, the US market is somewhat trailing the European sustainability approach and environmental protection approach. Um, while some of it is quite difficult to achieve under current circumstances, we have that knowledge, we have that experience and those resources, and we are implementing and bringing those to the US. So you mentioned the aluminum cup. Yes, in fact, we are right now the only company manufacturing in the United States in an aluminum cup that is 100% recyclable and multiple times recyclable. So that's just one component. Obviously, packaging, less is more is the approach that we are constantly working on and trying to improve and working with the retailers on their demands and desires to have uh, as far as shipping and logistics and supply chain management are concerned, but yet keeping the sustainability aspect always in the foreground of our decision making.
Okay. So, speaking of retailers, they are increasingly wanting private label products that go beyond simply just replicating another brand. So, how is Saturn helping its customers create distinctive premium pet food offerings that are strengthening their brands and deepening loyalty with their customers?
Right, and there, the number one word in this answer has to be the word quality. So we need to constantly prove ourselves. We have to deliver exceptional, better quality than some of the brands, yet at an economical advantage to the pet parent and pet owner. We consistently achieve that. The private label market is still in its infant shoes in the United States compared to the European market. European market in many of the segments, private label in fact is the brand. And the retailers have captured that advantage to their business and customer basis, but where you can find that particular product with that specific formulation and proprietary recipe only at that specific retailer. And we are seeing this now in the United States growing. And that's what our success we have experienced over the last 5 years is based on.
During Saturn's first year of production, the company worked on developing its core values, which are respect, integrity, inclusion, and ownership, or RIO. So, how have those core values helped shape the culture at Saturn, and what impact has it had on the employees and the overall business performance?
Well, I must say that our management team is 100% aligned that we lead by example, and we have developed and established these values with the entire employee basis of the company. And once you buy into it and understand the advantages and uh, yeah, opportunity for everyone to be able to grow within the company and be successful and be recognized for it, and yet deliver a quality product by having complete ownership of what you're doing in each individual job of Saturn, you have a successful story. We have a very competitive labor market in Indiana, and have to be better than some of the other competitors in the marketplace. And our retention shows that we are successful with that approach. Finally, also, we did initiate some independent surveys within the employees, and the results have been absolutely positive and setting record positive responses from our employees. So we are very happy with the approach we have taken, and it's not just on paper, we actually live it and it shows.
So one of the fun aspects of the Rio concept and everything is that you're using it on some products. Some of your products feature photos of some really cute looking pets. I believe also yours may be on one of them. So just tell us a little about that brand and how and why you developed that.
Well, again, integrity. We wanted to have everyone participate in our Rio brand rollout. This is for a controlled label, basically for smaller accounts that can't yet entertain the idea of a private label category or program. So we invited all the employees to bring their pets to work, and we took photos, and we said we're going to have an independent jury to select the right pet for each flavor and each variety, and that has happened, and it's cool for our employees to see their own pets on our product label for this product range.
That's great. So the Terre Haute facility is now operating at roughly 70% of its expanded capacity, and future growth plans are already under evaluation. So, what is the long term strategy and vision for Saturn Pet Care's role in the North American private label pet food market?
Well, as we mentioned earlier, in Europe, we are the largest private label wet pet food manufacturer and have all formats, from pouches to cups to cans to treats. We even have interest in dry pet food manufacturing facilities and can venture into that category as well. So the ultimate goal is to be a significant, if not the prominent and dominant wet pet food supplier in private label in the United States, and that will require further investment. We do have that luxury of the space on our property, which we have in Indiana, and we do have some initial plans and business models that we are evaluating currently. But I can tell you already that within the next 12 months, we have and will have another format available from our plant besides our current aluminum cups.
Great. Well, thank you so much for chatting with me today, Maarten, and sharing a little bit more about Saturn Pet Care with our audience.
I appreciate the opportunity and thank you very much.
And thanks for watching this episode of Processor Perspective. And make sure to look out for the cover story on Saturn Pet Care in the July August issue of Pet Food Processing.